What's going on, people? Welcome to Your Connect podcast with your boy Busy B. Um, Today is one of those, days where I wanted to get into something that was just has been on my mind and been drastically hurting us as black folks in our own city. I'm talking about the gun violence that's been, happening in the city. We don't want things to be predicated on our gender or our race or whatever like that to make it look like we always eating our own. But hold on, before I get into this, make sure you download. Make sure you download it on YouTube. Well, actually, I'm sorry. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube and hit the like button if you enjoy this podcast. Where I'm coming to you from and what I'm talking to you about. Make sure on SoundCloud you also stream it and download it as well. Hit the like button. It's under Busy B, capital Bizzy, capital B. I'm thinking maybe I might change the name a little bit because it's a lot of Busy Bees on YouTube. I mean, a lot. I'm saying like a hell of a lot. So, it's one of the things I wanted to get into. So I'll start off by, saying that, you know, we're ranked number two in homicides this year at 306. That's a 32% increase from last year. We're ranked number two behind Chicago, and New York is behind us at number three. Never thought I would have said that, man. Never thought I would have said that a day in my life. That we're ranked number two because of the gun violence in the city. And I can speak on it, yes, I can, because I am a person that is paralyzed from the shoulders down. I'm a victim of gun violence. I got shot in my neck when I was 16 years old. I'm now 34. Quadriplegic, C2, C3 spinal cord injury, also on a ventilator. I know it might not sound like it, but yes. So, like I said, ranked number two. Never thought I would have said that at all. It's just crazy because every day you turn on the news, somebody's getting shot. They don't care. And it's a lot of these knucklehead, a lot of these disrespectful young boys out here. I don't really see too much of the old heads getting into it because they pretty much learned their lesson from when they was young and when they was wilding out doing them things. So, you see the young boys, they just killing each other, shooting each other. Like at the end of the day, we eating our own, as I said in the beginning. You can't blame it on the white man, can't blame it on the police officers. Yeah, they do dumb shit. Police officers killing black folks, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to preach on this where I'm going to say justice for Breonna Taylor and justice for, what is his name? Justice, I can't even think about it right now because I'm so pissed off about how things are going on. Jacob. Justice for Jacob. Breonna and Jacob. So justice for the both of them. You understand what I'm saying? And I just wanted to say that before I finish getting into the city. And like I said, cops do stupid stuff. They shoot at people and do things like that. Kill black folks, unarmed black folks. The white man shoots people. There's no leadership in this country as far as the president of how things should be going. He'd rather praise the police officers instead of talking about who has been a victim of gun violence and been shot 7 times because of that. So you know what? Vote. Make sure you vote. It's coming up. The election is November 3rd. Make sure you vote. I don't care who the preference is or whatever you do, but get out there and vote, man. You understand what I'm saying? Because right now, we need change in this country. We need change in this country. Now I'm gonna get back to my scenario and how we dealing with things in my hood. Because I'm an advocate for gun violence, and I like to speak on it. I speak to kids about gun violence, how to stay off the streets. And no, this is not about me, but I just want to give you a little insight. Speak on it about kids, about gun violence, how to stay off the streets, because I once was one of them kids. Like I said, I'm a victim of gun violence. I was selling drugs, running around, popularity getting to me, doing stupid things like carrying guns. And you never know, once you're in the game, that all comes with the game. You can't get in there just to be like, oh, I'm selling this. No, you're hanging around people that got guns on them, that's doing stupid things that a whole bunch of people do. That's not in your category. And me, I was a smart kid. I played football, I boxed, but just got caught up into the streets. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, Chicago is ranked number one, 433 homicides. New York, 227. But we at 306? Come on now. Something's got to give. Last year, Philly had 356 homicides. As of September 2020, we already at 306. Increase from last year. Just people not even, you can't even say, well, give me a fair one, we gonna fight no more, because people want to pull out the gun quick and they want to shoot at you. They want to do those things, pull the gun out and shoot at you. Instead of throwing your hands up, shit, take her ass whooping like a man. Fail. If you fall, you fall, but at least you stood up to that. You ain't trying to get locked in a bang by shooting somebody, killing somebody, not knowing the severity of the consequences, because you think it's like, this is not a video game. It's not extra lives involved. Now, I'm trying to be an advocate by doing this over Skype, or with me still doing motivational speaking on not Skype, but Zoom or FaceTime when I'm talking to kids and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? Or people who has been injured that's already in McGee, because I'm a peer mentor down there as well. So I like to speak to them and let them know it's not the end of the world. But we all would like to do something different. We all would like to do something different. 100 children has been shot this year. And 11 of them were under the age of 10. 11 out of 100 shootings, children. They were classified as unintentional. Wasn't even targets. We got caught up, innocent bystander. Innocent bystander. Got caught up in the game. Just being there, you can't even sit outside and play in front of your own door. Can't relax. Can't hang out because you don't know who beefing with who. Instead of somebody wanting to fight. You know, I'm not condoning the fighting. I'm not condoning the gun violence at all. None of that. But I would rather fight you than shoot. I'm not trying to take your life. I don't want my life being taken. I have 14 nieces and 7 nephews. This is why I do this. Because at the end of the day, what do you want your legacy to be? I preach on them. School, get a job, bust your ass to make it to where you want to be. You know what they said, what Biggie said in a rap, even you sling a crack rock so you got a wicked jump shot. But that's not all it is for the kids. Become a veterinarian, pediatrician, firefighter. You understand what I'm saying? You could become a lot of different things. Architect. That's what I wanted to be when I was young, because I can draw really good. Architect. Do art. Become a playwright if you have that in you. Actor. You understand what I'm saying? Local jobs. Raise your own business. You can develop something like that. Starting in my community, I wanted to reach out because, yes, I have spoken at Mothers in Charge, the Boys and Girls Club, police athletic leagues, Bryn Mawr College, Friary Middle School, and so on and so forth. So I have been putting out this message because I want people to understand and I want people to learn. Listen, you don't have to be out here on the streets doing what you're doing. The gun violence must stop. It must stop. I know we preach on, you understand what I'm saying? With people getting killed by police officers, and I'm an advocate for that as well. But I would like to start in our own neighborhoods with us eating each other. We're eating our own. Eating our own. Starting our own neighborhoods. Shit, I can't get out to my neighborhood because me being on a ventilator, I'm at higher risk with catching COVID. So I try to dial back, put out things like this so people can listen to it. Yeah, I could have did a video on it and everything like that, but, you know, I ain't trying to have a facial recognition out there. I'm just trying to put this out. So at the end of the day, we can do better. We don't have to resort to guns. This shit must stop, man. It has to. It has to. 70 juveniles have been shot in 2020. That's a 43% increase compared to last year. Don't make no sense, man. We have to do better. We got to do better in life. I don't want to see nobody. I'm tired of turning on the news and hearing about victims of gun violence. Because you watch the news, majority of the shit is bad. And people just not caring. They just not caring. Oh, I'm going to shoot this person, I'm going to kill him. Now you feel like a tough guy or whatever like that. No, man. No, man. At the end of the day, listen, you got to do right. You got to do right by these things. Most of the murder victims, 244 of them, were black men and boys. Of 21 women and girls killed, 15 were black. So it's just not the males. It's the females too. Now, I'm not just coming on here to talk about the males and how they need the gun violence needs to stop as far as the males or whatever like that. No, it's the females as well. They're getting shot. They're being victims of gun violence. Turning on the news, hearing about a pregnant woman. Door has been opened. Shot in the head. 2 young boys last night, 17 years old, gunned down. A little girl on my block, 6 years old, 6 or 7, shot in the chest because they shooting at each other on my block. Yeah, it's been around me. I'm still in the hood, trying to get my ass out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my ass out the hood. But I want to change things. I want to change the narrative to how things are growing up in our neighborhoods. It's not that way, man. We can do better. Like I said, 244, 21 women, 244 males. Just crazy. It's been 1,334 shootings this year already. 42% increase from last year. What do you say? What do we want to do? We want to be advocates. We want this to stop. You don't want your children growing up around this. It's hard that you won't even let them outside because of the gun violence that's going on, because people don't care. Back in the day, it used to be a code. No women or children. No women or children at all. Now, they just don't give a damn. See you outside, near women or children, they just start shooting. Like I said, not condoning the gun violence. But I'm just saying it's a difference between back in the day and now. Now, and to be honest with you, like growing up with me ripping around the streets, I didn't pay that much attention to the news, and you, you can hear that a lot of things that's been going on. Um, you can tell that a lot of things that has been going on. When I was younger, they just weren't out there like that. They weren't pushed out there. Right nowadays, you got camera phones, you got video, all of the above. So everything's being broadcasted. Everything's being broadcasted. People got cameras outside their house. I just seen a dude on the news just roll up to somebody passenger side. I don't know what the reason is for. The guy in the car could have been a bad guy. I don't know. God rest his soul. But he just started shooting at the car and then reached inside the passenger and just started hitting him up. And then ran like it was no problem. Hood on and everything like that. So someone's trying to capture his face in order to say how look at what he's did. This shit is just crazy, man. I want better. I want better because I have nieces and nephews in this world that's growing up. I want better for the kids that don't have any structure. That needs to be talked off the ledge. I want better for the adults that are going through pain and suffering and feel like that's the only thing that they can resort to is gun violence. Kids and adults. I'm trying to speak to everyone and get this word out there to everyone because it's not cool. It's not cool at the end of the day. We're facing something in this world right now that we're already against. We're already marching uphill, I should say, with the injustice, police brutality. We're already marching uphill with the injustice and police brutality. Like I said, no structure in America right now, and also dealing with the COVID. No leadership, because the guy in the White House ain't doing shit. My opinion. Might be different for a lot of people that listen to this. Maybe you voted for him. Hey, look at who you voted for. Pay attention to who you vote for. Things need to change. And the only way they're going to change is if you get out there and vote. I don't trust the mail-in ballots, so I'm going to get my ass in the line, mask on, and vote that way. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, and it's crazy because in July, 23 people across the city were shot. The most in a single day since 2013. 6 of the victims died, including a 6-year-old boy. Including a 6-year-old boy. What do we need to do? Change the narrative. Change the narrative of our city. This is our city. We can't be eating our own. I get it. As I said, get what the police are doing. Get with some of white America that take out things who are racist and everything like that. Systemic racism. Systemic racism. And pointing out things like that. I get it, but the most we want to do is we want to do better as far as starting with our own. I want to hear marches for when Black Lives Matter. I want to hear them march for when people are victims of gun violence as well. When kids are victims of gun violence. I support Black Lives Matter, but I don't want them just to support it while a white cop shoots a unarmed black man. Because that's been happening way too much. Or when a white guy that's racist shoots a black guy. I don't want to see the marches just for that. Show me the marches in the city for the kids as well that has been victims of gun violence. Show that we'll stand up for that. I would like to meet with the president of Black Lives Matter because I get what they're doing, but I don't understand why we don't do it for our own as well. As I said, I support them. The injustice, the racism, systemic racism, everything that's been put out here. You understand what I'm saying? We don't want to necessarily be a part of. Oh yeah, well they look at us like, well they kill each other anyway. We don't need to do it. They gonna do it anyway. So what are we doing it for? No, man. No. Change that narrative, man. That's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm speaking to people. Mentoring, motivational speaking, whatever I gotta do. I might not stand out in the crowd because, like I said, I'm at risk because of COVID. But doing it over Skype, doing it over Zoom, doing it over FaceTime, I'm here. I'm with it. Just let me know. I promise you. I promise you that you'll hear from me. I mean, this shit is crazy. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm a victim of gun violence, so I'm going to speak on it to let you know that okay, sometimes people get hit up for a certain reason, and then they end up in a situation like me, and they don't see light at the end of the tunnel. And I want to preach to them and let them know, look, let these people help you. You're gonna go through your peaks and valleys and your up and downs and everything like that. But at the end of the day, what happens is there's light at the end of the tunnel. Believe it. You have to have faith. You got to believe. And what happened is, most of the time when COVID hit, then you get the school shut down, you get people getting the PUA money and the Trump bucks, I should say. That's what my brother called them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Reem. The Trump bucks. And that's what happens. So you do something like that, it's like, come on, man. We better than that. Everything being shut down, you get people just running around and they start shooting and doing this and doing that, and then you get more gun violence in the city and everything like that. We already dealing with COVID. People don't want to wear a damn mask. They still having pool parties and living it up like there's nothing out here, like ain't no virus out here. Let me let y'all know something, people. Ain't no cure for that. There's no cure. No cure. No vaccine. Ain't nothing coming yet until these scientists get it done. Don't believe what Trump said, that they'll have one by November 1st. Bullshit. I'm calling it. Excuse my French, but gotta put it out there like that. You understand what I'm saying? So, just trying to make it better for us as a community-wise. I'm going to do whatever I need to do in my community to help out. I met with some of the councilmen and that had a stop the gun what's the name, rally on the corner of my block. Just getting to meet them. So being able to share this with them and let them know that I'm here. I'm here. I'm willing to talk. I'm willing to share with these kids. I'm ready to put a foot in the ass so they can get up and get doing what they need to be doing. So they can understand. Don't take this for granted. Don't take life for granted. Enjoy every moment. Every damn moment. Don't take life for granted at all. Not even the small things. Don't take the small things for granted. You understand what I'm saying? Appreciate life. That's what I'm doing now. I mean, look, I might be paralyzed from the shoulders, from the chest down, and on the ventilator, but I'm grateful to still be here, to share my story, to talk to people, to let them know. 16 got shot, was only given 2 weeks to live, wasn't able to talk, wasn't able to move anything. Now I'm 34 years old, half feeling, are able to move some things. I don't wake up on the happy side of the bed every day with a smile on my face. But you know what? I give myself a kick in the ass and I get up and do what I need to do. So we must stop the gun violence in this city. We must stop it. Listen, man, I just wanted to give y'all my perspective, come at y'all from where I'm seeing things from my angle, and let you know things. So remember, at the end of the day, stream this, um, download it, like this on YouTube. Also, subscribe to the channel, and just let me know, man. So at the end of the day, listen, be safe out there, wear your mask, and do the things that you need to do. Stay safe. You understand what I'm saying? Wash your hands. I'm saying wash your hands. Keep that mask on. And holla at your boy. I'm your Connect.
Get your love when I'm gone, when I've said my last goodbye. Who gets your love? Gets your love when I'm gone. Who gets your love? Othello on the